Have you heard about the German musician, Mr. Klaus Wunderlich?
I've never heard of him, ever.
Never heard of him,
Should I
ever.
have?
Yeah, I think you should have, because he was one of the greatest artists in the 20th century.
Then I'm ignorant.
They called him Mr. Hammond.
No,
You've never heard of him? He was called Mr. Hammond.
no, I never heard of him.
Nej.
Ham har I slet ikke hørt om?
Like most people, we knew nearly nothing about Klaus Wunderlich. So we started a journey to discover the story of Mr. Hammond.
I had good years with him. I have fond memories of him. And as I say, it was a big success story over here in Britain.
When he did his concerts in the Royal Albert Hall, it was him, an organ, and 2 white spots playing music, easy music. If you would do this today, they would think you're crazy.
But when Klaus played the Hammond organ, it was a totally different sound. So much so that a lot of people in the very, very early days didn't believe that he was actually using a Hammond organ.
Everything you heard, particularly in the later days of his recording, with the drums and everything was him. And to be able to do that, you've got great arrangers out there that like James Last and even now Andre Rieu and everything. They've got these guys orchestra playing. Klaus was the orchestra.
He was the best electronic organ player that I have ever heard.
He used to say to me very often, "It is easy, you just sit there and play the right note at the right time." I thought, yes, Klaus.
It is nothing. It is easy.
So you say.
And I think he was the one who made this sound, this organ sound, popular, the easy listening organ sound.
I think he inspired 90 or 95% of all organ players who play such Worthy or Hammond organs.
My hero, and I got to know him. You know, I was one of 3,000 people that sat in the hall in 1978, and then I got to know him, and